Hi, I'm Steve Friedman with Rockstar Excel. XLOOKUP is one of the most useful tools in Excel, but it doesn't normally work with multiple variables. I'm going to show you how to make it work. First, does your data look like this, where each entry is on its own row, or like this, where it's a two-dimensional array and you've got variables on both the X and Y axis? I'm going to start off explaining this type, where everything's on one row, because it's simpler. If you're looking for help on using an XLOOKUP for a two-dimensional array, skip ahead to the time that's on screen now. In this example, we've got first and last names in two columns, and we're trying to find the employee ID for a subset of the employees on this other list with first and last names. Neither the first names nor the last names are unique, so we can't use either one alone for XLOOKUP. We have to combine them. The easiest way is to not use an XLOOKUP at all. If the value you're looking for is a number, and you're sure the combination of first and last names will only appear once in your data, it's a lot easier to use a SUMIFS. And this works just fine even if it's a meaningless number like these ID numbers. To do this, type equals SUMIFS, and note that that has an S at the end of it, parenthesis, and then select the column with the numbers, comma, then select the column with the first names, comma, then go back to your calculations page and select the first person's first name, comma, then go to the data page and select the column with the last names, comma, and go back to your calculation page and select the first person's last name, and then close parenthesis. And now we can just fill this down. If you had more than two variables, you would just keep adding as many columns and criteria to the formula as you need. This formula finds every row in the data where the first name is Marcia and the last name is Slavin, and then adds up what's in the ID number column for those rows. But since there's only one row where that's the case, it just returns the ID number. But what if you're looking for something that isn't a number? Here we have employee codes that are 5 random letters. The trick here to doing an XLOOKUP with multiple variables is to turn them into one variable with a helper column. So let's insert another column. Then in that column, we'll put the formula equals text join, parenthesis, and then quote dash quote, comma, 0, comma, and then select the cells with your variables in the first row, close parenthesis, and then fill this down. Now you see the first and last names are separated by dashes. It's not worth explaining why you put this 0 here, but things work better when you do. I could have separated these names by spaces instead of dashes, so they'd look like normal names, but I'm using dashes because when you use other variables than first and last names, it makes it a lot easier to parse. And our goal here is to make XLOOKUP work. If instead you want a nice presentation of the names, see my video on standardizing names in Excel, which I'll link in the description. Now we go over to our Calculations tab, and we do the same thing. So we put our helper column here, and we say equals text join, parenthesis, quote dash quote, comma, 0, comma, and then we select these two names here, and then close parenthesis, and then we fill this down. And now we can just do a normal XLOOKUP. Equals XLOOKUP, parenthesis, select here the combined name in the helper column, comma, and then go over to our data tab and select the combined names in the helper column here, comma, and then the employee codes, close parenthesis. And then we fill this down and we've got the employee codes here. So that's how to do an XLOOKUP with multiple variables when all your data is on one row. But what about the more complicated situation? Here we've got a list of store location profit by month. And here we're trying to find out how much certain stores made on certain months. To do this, you need to nest an XLOOKUP inside of another XLOOKUP. We're going to say equals XLOOKUP, parentheses, then select the first store location, comma, then we're going to select the list of store locations here. Now normally we could just select the entire column, but that's not going to work for a two-dimensional XLOOKUP. You need to just select the actual labels here. and then make sure to hit F4 to make that an absolute reference. You want to make sure that there are the dollar signs here indicating that this is absolute. If you want to learn more about absolute and relative references, I'll link to my videos on that in the video description. Then a comma, and now, instead of selecting a column where our data is, we're going to use another XLOOKUP inside of the current XLOOKUP. So say XLOOKUP, parenthesis, and go back to our calculations page and select the month, comma, then go to the data page and select the headers here with the months, and make sure to hit F4 to make that absolute. Again, you want the dollar signs here, comma, and then select the data here. You want to make sure you're selecting just the data, not the headers or labels. And then hit F4 to make that absolute, and then close parentheses on the inner XLOOKUP, and then close parentheses on the outer XLOOKUP. And hit Enter, and then we can just fill this down. Let me explain how this works. It's always easiest to read complicated Excel formulas from the inside out. This inner XLOOKUP formula is finding the column that matches your month and then returning the column of numbers from that month. Then the outer XLOOKUP formula is finding where the store location falls on the list and returning the specific number that corresponds to it. That's how to do an XLOOKUP with multiple variables. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. And remember to check out my Excel for Accounting course on LinkedIn Learning, which has nearly 50,000 downloads as of the time I'm making this video. Also check out rockstarexcel.com, where you can sign up for our newsletter for tips on using Excel to make your life easier, and book a free consultation to learn how we can save you time and money. Thanks for watching, and watch some of my other videos so I can help make you an Excel rockstar.